that the people of Winchester. So we're gonna have Bob Hyldburg on our Patriot 6. Oh my God! He said, my brother said, "Okay, you're redeemed."
That's it.
So,
Some,
oh my goodness, this is the. I was gonna tell him to leave the studio because they were talking, and then I saw a gift for us, and I said, "Come on the show, Bob."
That's how it works. If you want to be on TV, you got to get us gifts. So I should say.
Well, thank you to the kind folks at Harbor Sweets for making some delicious Harbor Sweets.
Some chocolate.
Open it up, dude.
These look good. They look like
for the whole crew.
For the whole crew.
They look like little boats.
So let's get some. What are your feelings on the last Patriots game that happened?
We should actually introduce Bob a little more than that. He's the host of an upcoming WinCam show.
Those are so good. These are the kind my mom's gets. You ever had one of these?
No, I've never had one.
Oh, they're so good. I'm going to describe them to the home audience. See, they have little chocolate. There's like a shark tooth.
All right. Yes, they do. All right. Come on.
And inside, the white chocolate. No, it's like a little crunchy caramel thing.
Like a Heath Crunch.
Okay, Heath Crunch shark tooth.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Bob Hyldburg has been producing a show about the Patriots. He also has a big book. What's the name of your book again?
Total Patriots.
It's also the name of the show.
That's the name of the show, Total Patriots.
Makes sense,
I thought it was, sorry, I'm an idiot. Yeah, and this is like basically an encyclopedia of everything Patriots. How many pages is it?
803 pages.
Wow. 803 pages. The hardcover of it legitimately looks like a dictionary or something. It has basically everything. Is there any like Patriots fact that has slipped through the crack? Are you gonna have to like up? You know what's? I just realized it's really smart. You're gonna be able to update that book like every few years.
Yes.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, every game is in there, every player is in there, all kind of nicknames and uniform numbers and trivia questions, and then not only is it like a real hardcore reference book, but there's also stories, did you know facts, moments of the year, the fan moment of the year, the game of the year for every single year.
Wow.
Player profiles. So some of the stuff is just interesting, 45-second reading of...
I'm going to guess one of the fan moments of the year has to do with a snowplow.
Yeah.
12, what was that?
Yeah.
What was that about?
There was a game played against the Miami Dolphins on December 12th, 1982. Excuse me. And what it did is it rained on Friday, it snowed on Saturday, and then on Sunday everything froze.
Right.
So they're basically playing on ice and snow. And guys were slipping all over the field, and John Smith went out for the Patriots and tried to kick a field goal right on his rear end. I mean, it was just on a kind of playing on ice.
Like he tried to kick his height and he didn't put his leg
like Charlie Brown.
No one could throw the ball. The Patriots completed 2 passes in the game. I mean, it was just...
What was the score? 0-0?
3-0. And the only reason that we scored is that as they get closer to the end of the game, one of our quarterbacks, Steve Grogan, mentioned to his coach, Ron Meyer, and he says, hey, we got a guy over there that's plowing the yard markers so you could see the 30 and the 35 and the 40. He would just go across the field so at least you knew where on the field you were. He said, why don't you take that guy in the snowplow and have him clear a path for our kicker so we can plant his foot and kick it.
And they did that?
So they did that. Next thing you know, the guy goes on the field and makes this little scoop, and
well, did the other team think that was
BS? The other team was Don Shula was the coach, and he was actually one of the guys in the rules committee, and he is freaking out.
Yeah,
because it happens so fast. Boom, gets out there, kicked the field goal,
and
everyone's screaming, and
oh my God,
we won 3-0, and the actual snow plow is up in the rafters at the Patriots Hall of Fame. This huge,
They gave him the victory because
it's the only game we ever won 3-0.
Oh, that's another interesting fact.
Yeah.
There's a fact, I might not be sure of this. I think when Doug Flutie played for the Patriots, he kicked it in?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't even know what that rule, I don't know enough about football. I just remember hearing that fact because I know about Doug Flutie.
It was the last game he ever played in the NFL. But he used to drop kick in practice. And the idea is when you're kicking a field goal, there's usually a guy holding the ball down and he kicks it through the uprights and it's worth 1 point. And Doug Flutie says, I can do something that hadn't been done since the 40s.
It's a very old rule, yeah.
And actually the last guy to do it used to be the Woburn High School football coach, and he played for the Chicago Bears.
Really?
Yeah, this guy, Doug McLean. So it hadn't been done in like 60 years, and Doug Flutie says, if I ever get the chance, what you do is you drop the ball and it hits the ground, and as it hits the ground, you kick it off the ground instead of someone holding it. So you drop, kick it.
Through the uprights, which is pretty amazing.
So he got the ball, and he kind of went back a little bit and dropped it, and and then you got this long ball. It's not like a softball.
Yeah, so I mean, the way it hits the
ball,
ground,
it bounces nice and easy. If it bounces this way or that way, you're done.
Exactly.
But he certainly did it and kicked it through the uprights.
And Bill Belichick, being the game historian that he is, had to be involved, had to let him do it.
Yeah, he says if you can do it in practice, and they were
already up. Yeah, it was like a. Was that the 07?
It was 08, I think.
08.
Bob, my brother Bobby, who comments, he goes, I watched that game. That's what Bobby wrote. That's great. Thanks,
and
Bob.
we actually got a picture of that in the book of him being hugged and celebrating his extra point drop kick.
That was funny.
In a game.
That is great, and nobody's done it since. Now, who we playing on Sunday? Anybody?
We have Miami Dolphins, and actually one of the things I do on Facebook is a thing called This Day in Patriots History, and just to bring something up, Anthony, this day in 1985, the Patriots beat the Cincinnati Bengals to make the playoffs, and it was the first time in a long time they actually made the playoffs. And the fans went crazy to the point where they actually went on the field and shook the goalposts and actually pulled the goalposts out of the stands and started carrying it out of the stadium.
I always wondered why that was a fan thing. Yeah. Because you're only hurting yourself. You're hurting your home team. It happened when
time when BC beat Notre Dame.
It's
like the only thing out there that you can do.
Climbing on it, and hold on it. Well, they got the goalposts, metal goalposts, out of the stadium. I mean, there's like about 100 people. And they're walking down Route 1.
How was there a door big enough to...
They just walking down Route 1 with it.
And it hit the power lines.
Oh my God.
And people got electrocuted. What? They didn't die, but they got zapped.
That's crazy.
There was three people that got some severe burns by,
Wow.
I mean, of course, they're very inebriated,
Yeah. I can imagine. In all of that is still, that's pale compared to how Europeans get down during a soccer riot or something like that.
And stuff,
Central America or South America.
Very true.
People like, plows get flipped over. They're not. That's what they're known for.
Oh yeah, I mean
all those plows in South America.
So we get a lot of those kind of stories in there.
And that's basically the show is like this, like that.
So part of our show is going to bring a lot of that stuff back. We're going to have some players come in and talk about their career moments. We're going to bring up some of these little stories. We'll have pictures to show you what the goalposts look like on Route 1, carry them down.
Wow. I wonder where that goalpost is now.
Yeah, it's probably
the Hall of Fame. Or they cut it down into pieces or something and sold it online.
Something like that. Some memorabilia, but there's 50 years of history there, and there's a lot of kind of those wild, crazy stories.
And we are in the playoffs already, right? No matter what.
Yeah. If we went out, we already got a first round bye, which means we actually have a week off, and then we play a home game.
That would be nice, right? What do you think? What are the predictions? Can you make a prediction for this game, or what do you think is going to happen?
I think we should beat Miami pretty easily and Buffalo pretty easily these next 2
I'm not worried about Buffalo. I think Miami might be a bit of a trap game. They've been playing better lately.
They have been playing better. Reggie Bush is
finally
running
actually
crazy.
Playing like he was supposed to.
Was he injured, or was he just a high draft pick?
He was a number 1 pick.
Yeah.
But doesn't that usually happen that the number 1 pick is kind of like a dud a little bit, or is that ridiculous?
Or was he number 2? Did he go 1?
He was number 2.
Yeah, he went 2 behind Mario Williams.
Mario Williams went to Texas.
And how is that guy doing?
He's awesome.
Wow,
he's out for the year this year, though.
Yeah.
Why?
And they made playoffs. They get banged up down some of these guys.
Let's see what my brother has to say about that. 200 yards last game.
Yeah.
I don't know who he's talking about.
Reggie Bush.
That's Reggie Bush, Miami Dolphins.
It's a bit of a trap. I think they're
200 yards last game.
They were a hard game the first time, right? They had, and they have a better quarterback now.
Yeah,
quarterback who's playing better, and they're a little bit more cohesive as a team. It could be.
They got a new coach.
All this season, or
yeah.
in the beginning of this season, or in.
The funny thing is, the coach at the beginning of the year, his name was Tony Sparano.
Oh, almost like Soprano.
Yeah, and he gets made fun of for that because he's rather portly and.
Sweet sloops. That's what these are called. My favorite. That's from my mom.
Oh. There you go.
We'll
save one for it.
See, those are the 2 viewers.
His mom.
We got them. We got all of our viewers call in.
Yeah.
You know what's going to be nice when we hook up the phone in there? And Dave was telling me all about it, and it's actually kind of a side note that I don't need to talk about on the air.
No, we can tell it.
Well,
I just wanna know.
might as well. Normally, during Joe Villion's show that comes up next, or sometimes during our show, we have the phone here. Well, now we have a little device. We've always had it, actually, but it was never wired in. So there's just a phone in there. You'll hear the person talking on the phone through those speakers, and they'll hear you through this speaker. So it turns the studio into a big phone, so that you're not talking to somebody through.
That's great.
Yeah, and so you can control the audio much better. So phone-based shows will be sounding better. Even though I think, especially getting these new mics, they were like 2 shows ago when we first used it on Joe's show, and it was playing during the day, and what the heck? It was like, I thought he was like in the room and that somebody just wasn't switching the camera, and it was on the phone.
Wow.
It's like, wow, good job. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Paid top dollar for these bad boys.
We're moving up in the world.
Yep. So I guess in January or so, or roughly around right after Christmas, we'll start up.
Yep.
And you'll see. I don't know. What are we thinking? Fridays? Or am I thinking that? Or that's a different show? I don't know.
I was doing Tuesdays, but whatever, whatever works.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, we are going to. Well, we have a few minutes, right?
Yeah, we have 4 minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes to what?
Till we have to start.
How much time? Yeah. Well, we really have 2 minutes if we want to dance off.
Then let's just start it now.
Okay. Well, we'll start in a second. Let's just go through these real quick. This is the bizarre news.
Sure.
Of which anybody can make comments on. I just want to read these because Jeff Dearman spent a few
These are
5 or 6 hours.
This is
compiling
weird
this.
news from Jeff Dearman.
Weird news. Well, we always do kind of an odd news section.
That's true. But this is courtesy of Jeff.
All right. So what do you think about this? A new law in the country of Hungary bans homelessness.
I like it. It's a good
There's
law.
probably more details to it, but 100-year-old man finishes marathon.
I read about this. Amazing.
Yeah, I read.
It sounds quite weird. It's inspiring.
It is inspiring. How about this one? Man wins dumpling. I'll come back to that one. Woman hasn't used money in 15 years. Now, I'm not really interested in that because, she just used a credit card? Or just
No, hasn't used money.
Like, hasn't spent any monies?
Yeah.
Because I love how I just immediately thought cash.
Yeah.
You trade things off, probably, yeah. It's a barter, maybe.
Oh, maybe she bartered.
Yeah, that's also, we only have the headlines. So.
Yeah.
We
We
can't go
don't
into
have
any
body of
details.
the story, yeah.
Sure. Woman has not used money in 15 years. Woman died 16 years ago. No.
Whoa. I don't care.
Man wins dumpling eating contest, then dies.
Ooh.
Rough. That is
It's
rough.
It's bad for the dumpling people.
Well, I mean, competitive eating. I wonder how many casualties are there in that. I mean, you ever seen that guy who eats the hot dogs?
Kobayashi?
That guy's crazy.
Yeah. All right, we should start this now. Pick some good ones.
Heavy metal music saves Norwegian boy from wolves. Breast milk ice cream confiscated over safety concerns. Robbery flees on riding lawnmower. Man falls into river chasing one-legged goose. Charlie the chain-smoking chimpanzee dies at age 52. And I like that Dearman put in parentheses after that just for us to know. Lung cancer, question mark? Possibly.
How long are monkeys supposed to live? 52 seems like an old monkey.
I know, that's really flying in the face of cigarettes are bad for you.
Yeah.
Darth Vader robbed a bank.
Obviously.
2 were arrested in Liverpool attempting to smuggle a corpse onto a flight.
Oh. Weekend at Bernie's?
Yes, very Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
And this was Jeff's most interesting one. World's oldest leather shoe found in Susan Gild's house. Oh, all right, Susan. I'm kidding, Susan.
Wait, Dan, are you ready with that DVD?
All right, so guys, check it out. This was from 2 weeks ago, our holiday party and awards ceremony. Thanks for watching. We'll be on to dance off in the last minute. Take it easy.
Thank you, Bob, for the
Patriots.
gifts.
Yes. Oh, yes, and thank you. And you'll
Merry
see
Christmas.
Bob soon.
Happy holidays, go
Happy
Patriots.
holidays, go Patriots.
All that other stuff.
Whoa, I like it.
All right, guys, have a seat.